Shoutouts to Inez, Haley, Natasha, and Pam. Thank you for booking a 30-minute or hour-long session on TonyBomboni.com. If you go on my website, you can book your own coffee cup reading just like this one. A 15-minute coffee cup reading is 1 coffee cup. A 30-minute coffee cup reading is 2 coffee cups. I also offer tarot reading. I'm a psychic medium. And I can do zodiac astrology readings as well, all on TonyBomboni.com. And you can also book your own custom ASMR video from me, along with candle wax readings and more. Make sure you guys check me out on Spotify, Apple Music, book a cameo with me. It's all on my website. Thank you so much. So let's begin. We're going to start with coffee cup number 1. Coffee cup 1 has this Bunny Mermaid. If you pick the Bunny Mermaid, that's coffee 1. Coffee 2 has this pink aura quartz. Purple aura quartz. And cup 3 has this blue ducky. The blue duck. So, the Bunny Mermaid, the purple aura quartz, or the blue ducky. Pick and choose whatever cup draws you in, and we shall start the reading appointment. So starting with the Bunny Mermaid, cup 1. I usually like to read the plate first, and then the cup. There's an important deadline that draws near. It could be around the month of June, July cusp, like end of June, I feel. And you definitely need to meet your target goal. I hear announcement. There's going to be an important announcement as well during the end of that month. So be on the lookout for that as well. For men, you need to check your health. There's something important with your health here, especially sexual health. Consult your physician with that. There may be a problem for some. So let's look into this cup. Here is your first cup. So anything that draws you in, pause on that area, reflect on it deeply, and see what the message may indicate for you. So, you're going to have quite a busy year, starting again when that deadline draws near. It's pretty much exactly where that deadline is. But the first half of the year is kind of easygoing. Someone's telling lies here, sharing your secrets as well, but stretching the truth. Bearing false witness. Some may even be gossiping or exaggerating about what happened. They may not really be covering the whole truth with you. Or mostly with other people. It's kind of like a very behind the back type of energy. They're not honest about what went down that day. Whatever that means. Some have it like a hieroglyphic or ancient Egyptian connection here that's coming through quite vividly. So definitely see what that's about. Are they connecting with you lately? Are you Seeing signs, symbols, and messages from the spirit world about that lately, even in your dreams. Someone's very secretive with you. Not, honestly, it could be a lover that's in lust mode. Like, for some, it could look like cheating. It's a woman here that's cheating. I get October in the spirit, but it's also, it could be November. Like just before, right around the holidays. There's a very unfaithful energy here. I feel like this started from a dispute or a fight or an argument, and then it went downhill from there. I feel like someone is probably in a DV situation, and their partner unfortunately could be cheating on them, or you end up doing the cheating because you're no longer happy in your relationship. I see a man flexing here. They keep flexing their muscles, trying to show off how they're strong. They're very, very self-centered, but also deeply wounded insecurity. Usually where that stems from. Let's see, I put my thumb imprint on the bottom. You just want love, comfort, and support. You don't feel safe. You don't feel safely comforted, loved, or supported at times. Some of you are definitely in a tight, limited, or restricted situation when it comes to love. I feel like this person may also have family members that are on their side and not quite on yours. So that may leave you feeling left out, abandoned. There's a very positive light, but also dark energy about this person. Like they're usually one or the other, and it's kind of extreme, and you might be feeling left walking on eggshells around them. So if you're dating someone like this, be careful. Try not to move things forward too quickly, especially into marriage. Definitely take your time in this relationship until you're, I don't know. I almost want to say until you're sure, but I wouldn't be with this person myself personally, it's just up to you what you decide, your fate, your destiny. But, for those that are single, for now, stay single. No other messages. For those currently in a relationship, I see the letter R. So first, middle, or last name, initial could be starting with the letter R. Yours or theirs. I see happiness with them. And overall, just a sense of joy, but maybe one person kind of is sometimes one-sided or feels entitled to something or doesn't reciprocate enough to their partner mutually. They're kind of like love and appreciation. You know what I mean? It's like this person's waiting on you to just show your love, but you're not quite ready or doing that. There's a lot on your mind. I see someone with a very wrinkled forehead. So it's like deep in your thoughts, heavy in your ways of thinking. And it's like some of you can't stop thinking about this person. For those who are dating someone but not in a relationship, I would say definitely try your best to let go and detach, because this person is not necessarily gonna serve you that greatly by you trying too hard or focusing or dwelling on them so heavily. When we obsess about someone, it's barely ever a good outcome from that. It's when we let go that the best things unfold. So there's your message, cup 1. TonyBomboni.com. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cup 2, the purple Aura quartz. If you picked the purple Aura quartz. Here's your messages for you. Let's read the plate. Some of you may get like, either some people get like a faulty diagnosis, or like the health thing is really not that big of a deal. And maybe it's like exaggerated in your mind. It's something that'll go away on its own. It's not terminal, and it will free itself from you. You thinking about it will halt, will come to an end. I think that worry is amplifying the issue to begin with. You're making it worse on yourself. So do your best to let that go. So here is your cup 2. Pause and reflect on anything that really draws you in, catches your attention, as always. Okay, the first thing that drew my eyes is spiral. I don't know if you noticed this spiral. It's sort of unusual how it's coming through. It's just like a varied way of looking at things. I think you're changing how you even feel about things, how you used to perceive stuff. And there's a noticeable shift. There's a noticeable change in your energy, thus resulting in the shift in how you feel overall as a being. And that's the way you view and see things in your life. I definitely see around May, June, a rejoicing, a celebration. It could be a birthday, it could be a specific, special cultural holiday or tradition where you gather with family, friends. I would gather with as much people as you possibly can during this time in general, even if there's no rhyme or reason to celebrate. This is going to be good for you. It's almost like, it's kind of giving the Last Supper type energies. It's like your last chance before this person moves away, or you never see them again, or that kind of energy, you know. So you may not know consciously that that might be your last, supper with them, basically. I see a koala. It's very friendly. I hear spirit animal, but also it's giving a message. He's here to deliver a message. And that message is, I'm always here. I'm right by your side. When you need a friend, when you need someone to talk to. And it's the spirit of a koala that seems to follow you, that you seem to be drawn in by. Somehow there's that energy that even looking at a picture of a koala, you can help connect with that spirit animal and communicate with them and see what messages they deliver to you in your mind. There's a chance, an opening, a doorway, a gateway for you around April. I would say take advantage while you can, because the gate might close, you might miss out. For some, be careful of the gate closing on you at an airport, you missing your taxi cab or Uber, or even I see some people going on a cruise this year around spring and summertime, and that might also be it. You might miss the boat. It's not funny, but like it's funny that the message is coming through, like, why would you be so late to even miss a boat like that, But hey, it can happen, right? I hear like 2-hour delay. I hear like traffic emergency. I hear something with traffic. So be sure to be there well before even like the 2 hours, I think you need like 2.5, 3 hours before your departure to be safe, because I feel like you just run into some traffic. So be careful. Be careful. You're finally going to stop grieving around November, December. You're going to finally let that old ish go. There's something that's been like bothering you, burdening you, and it's going to be gone by November, December. Let's put our thumb imprint. I feel like you go backwards in time. Somehow time just reverses itself and then goes back into the future and confuses you. It's like time, like something with deja vu, something with like something in your past will remind you of something in your future very soon. It hasn't happened yet, but it'll remind you of your past. So you might feeling like confused because I hear even left behind. Somehow you feel left behind, like you missed out because someone confused the times and dates. It could be also, that's why there's a delay. Because someone told you, oh, it was this day and time, and you went there on the wrong time. You're thinking it was this time, it was that time. So that's why you missed the boat, the plane, the train, the car. So there was a confusion. Make sure you double, triple check your calendar. I'd even call back all your appointments in the next few months and say, hey, I'm just confirming, is this day and time right? Because I feel like someone also didn't add something on the books. It could be the place that did that to you last time. It's the place that like didn't add you on the schedule last time. They effed up this time too. So be mindful. It could be a person that has a very sinister energy that doesn't want you there or doesn't want to see you. So they might have sabotaged your appointment or given it to someone else. But also they're working subconsciously too, because it's almost like they can't stand to be around you and your energy. They can't handle the light. So they kind of want to ward you away as much as possible. The dagger we deep, the deeper the rabbit hole goes. There's so many layers to a person. Just know that there's nothing you can do about how they operate today. There's something you can do about how you operate today. Okay? So try not to get so stuck and caught on what other people are doing and why me and why this had to happen to me, right? Sometimes, a good trick or a good method we can do is like when we're caught in that, we just quickly check ourselves. We just quickly check ourselves. We don't have to be hard on ourselves and say like, oh, boo-hoo, why me? You know what I mean? Like, that's not being nice to yourself. You have to be nice to yourself. So there's another way. You could just say, okay, it's not about me right now. I can put that aside. Let me focus on something else or someone else right now. That'll leave you feeling much better about the situation. And then you'll see maybe a prompt of a bigger picture. Speaking of prompt, I do see schoolwork here. I see like hard work. I also see yard work. I get that. So you might be doing a lot. You might be trying to like stay busy, distract yourself, distracting your mind. And that's okay. That's appropriate measure at this time. There's no rhyme or reason. But it's just what you choose to do right now. I think also at this time you're open to trying new things. It could be new foods, new flavors, new places you check out, and even new like acquaintances. This is a good time to meet new acquaintances. I see work going smooth and steady for you as well, Cup 2. I don't really necessarily see any issues there. Just always keep yourself in check. Make sure you're on the right path. Make sure you continue to follow orders, obey authority, and you'll go further, okay? Don't try to rebel or go against the grain right now. This is not a time of resistance for you specifically. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you enjoyed, TonyBomboni.com. Cup 3, the final cup, the blue ducky. Aren't they so cute? It's so tiny. It's so cute. Okay, so here we go. What are we waiting for now? An outpouring of like love, an outpouring of emotions, how you feel. You confessing your feelings, your crush to someone. I do get that could lead into a Romeo Juliet type situation for you. Okay, so let's tap in and delve deeper. Okay, so here is your coffee cup. Pause and reflect, whatever draws you in. And we shall begin. It's like almost like two black holes emerging and coming together. Two lonely, empty, almost like people who feel sometimes dead inside, coming together and merging as one. To feel whole and complete, but it's again one big whole. That's the problem. It's not whole with a W, it's whole with an H. So what does that solve? Nothing, right? Why are you two coming together in union? Is it perfect matrimony or is it perfect disaster? Because a black hole can suck you in, right? I feel like it's already too late for this connection. It almost feels, for most people, it's like you're watching someone go through a SHIT show. It's not you, thankfully, most of you that are going through this. But if it is, keep in mind, you're far too deep in this already connection. And some of you, you're far too deep in this drama. You're watching the crap show unfold for someone. And some of you are mocking or laughing, making jokes. Just keep in mind, if that was you in their shoes, you wouldn't be laughing, would you? So I feel like a lot of people are really not doing a great job in these readings in love right now. There's something happening in the energy that is making people kind of tear themselves apart, pull away from each other, and then come back again. Tear themselves apart, pull away from each other, and come back again. And there's this tugging, toxic soup of that nonsense I hear going on. And so while you're mocking and pointing the finger at your bestie Angelica, who's going through a toxic relationship, you're not looking at the own plank in your eyeball. You see? You're not focusing on your problems too. So someone might actually, I hear almost like someone at a party or something, might be put into check. If they're laughing at you in your situation, you tell them, have you seen what Frank was doing? And when he was flirting with that chick while you were in the bathroom? And you're judging my relationship? F you. You know what I'm saying? That type of ordeal here. So it's like almost like they're just pointing the finger because they know they have issues too. And they just want to dump that on you or someone else. So you might be watching this whole drama unfold. This might not have anything to do with you. You're just watching this. Most of you are just watching this unfold. And it teaches you something. It teaches you a lot about, well, love, if things are love or not, and relationships. Are people coming from a place of love? Because look, if they're two dark, wicked, evil, sinister people, and both of them are, and they love each other, it's not going to look like the same love as you have with your loving partner. You know? You see what I'm saying? So, try not to judge them for their form of love. Everyone has different form of love. What works for them will not work for you. You see? Okay. Loud and clear. So let's put the thumb imprint on the bottom. Be careful with the heart too much caffeine, too much chocolate, sugar, too much exercise like running. Don't overwork your cardiac muscle. I hear this month specifically, but also next month as well. I hear this coming month, sorry, like March, there might be something with the heart that you might be hearing a new study about the heart or something with the cardiac muscle that's like very important. I feel like maybe scientists are on the brink of discovering or just about to find out like there's something there that's they didn't realize was happening, but it's happening to all of us. And there's like a better way or better approach to better heart health. And they might completely scrap something. They might have used to say, oh, chocolate's good now, daily chocolate's not so good. You know what I mean? Something like that. They might say, like, indulge once a week, then once a day, Or the myth about wine or coffee, they even say that about the heart. It's like all of a sudden everything's good about the heart. And it's going to be like, oh, all of a sudden everything we said, no, that's actually bad, sorry. So something like that. Very deceiving. That's why you can just never listen to just scientists. You gotta trust your gut, because science is just experimental, right? At the end of the day, let's be real. I think it's time someone woke up and smelled the freaking coffee. So I get some of you could be. Honestly, I'm getting now like a degree I hear, so some of you could be in science degree. Just know, yeah, you're not going to know everything, okay? You're not going to know what you were taught and raised to believe. It's always going to be experimental. Your career is always an experimental thing. It's never set in stone. We're always learning new things every day. Humble yourselves. Period. Because I almost see like a mad scientist energy. Like if you don't, you could end up that mad scientist that thinks they know it all and they F up so many people's lives. So don't be the destroyer, be the creator. And again, there's that God complex energy, like thinking they're the creator, right? Be careful with that. You're here to help create. You're not the creator of all, you see. So there could be something maybe coming up with that. Because it doesn't feel like a being. It feels like an entity. So it could be AI that like all of a sudden thinks it's smarter and creator, right? So that could mess up with a lot of scientists' heads too. That again, so I'm seeing black holes, AI, science, like, oh my gosh, like I'm seeing so much. Robotics is coming in the spirit too. There's going to be something huge with robotics this year, next year. It's almost going to be like a new thing like Tesla. You know how Tesla, like you saw one of those cars at first, now you see them everywhere. The other day I just drove by 3. Like there were 3 Teslas driving next to me, literally front, side, and back. Now you see them everywhere. It's going to be like that, maybe this year or into next year, we might see a few bots, and all of a sudden you're going to see bots, 5 years out, everywhere. You're just going to see bots all over the place. It's going to be like that energy. I do get that. So it's not far. It's very, very close, you guys. I hear in the spirit, oddly enough, work with them. Don't fear that. Don't fear it. Work with them. Because they're in some ways, they're here to help. In some ways. Okay. I hear have fun. I think some of you in Cup 3 need to learn to have more fun, loosen up a bit, and make sure you kind of play it smart too, though, at the same time, because I feel like something worked out and then it didn't. So you're underestimating that things can go awry at any time, Things can just be taken at any time. That includes a gift. Some of you have a gift you're not using, and you don't use it, you lose it, right? Exactly. So just make sure you work with that talent and ability to bring about. You might generate more revenue or income from this. Don't be afraid to also do extra part-time stuff. Don't be afraid to, go out there and get that part-time gig or job. And I see a lot of shy people, a shy, like discreet energy. Don't be afraid to, one step at a time, day by day, kind of expose yourself more to the world. Because I feel like you could build a certain audience, a group of people that really will like you. But again, it's like somehow like anxiety, maybe social anxiety, shyness holding you back. So, just because you're tiny, you still have a lot of voice. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to express yourself. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. 20% Tony 2 for future readings, healings, or custom ASMR content for life. I hope you enjoyed your coffee cup reading. You can book your own on TonyBomboni.com. Links below. Subscribe. And I will see you all very soon. Continue listening to me on Spotify, Apple Music. Check out my online courses. Book a cameo with me. It's all on my website, TonyBomboni.com. I love you all so much. I look forward to hearing from you again very soon. And just one finalized bit of energy clearing, just to part ways from this appointment today. Just to clear your mind, your thoughts, feelings, emotions. Maybe you took notes during this. It's all written down. You can just forget about your session now and let it go. It's filmed here for you, ready to watch back whenever you need a reminder. On these coffee readings, I never tell people this. I always should be reminding you. You can always come back to this and pick other coffee cups in the future, and you notice that they deliver other messages at certain times in your life. So this will always be here for you when you're more drawn to other cups. Thank you. Thank you for Spirit Guide Universe for protecting me and the viewer's energy, clearing what no longer serves. All right, the session is now over and complete. I love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.